Good morning, everyone. That was a bit high octave than I'm capable of. Woo! Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to a new video. Welcome if you're new here. My move-in and exchange and completion videos have brought a few new friends to my little corner of YouTube. My name is Tess. We live in the Cotswolds with my husband, my 2.5-year-old daughter and my 2 spaniel doggies. We've just completed on our very first home. I say very first home because I do tend to feel as if people have their first home before having children. So I feel a little bit, oh God, I don't know what that sound was then. I think it was someone watering their grass. I think that's what that sound was, giving the fright of my life. Anyway, so yes, lots going on, new chapter, really exciting, so much relief and emotion. But as with any house move, and I have done a fair few, sadly, not bragging in any way, shape or form. If anything, I'm like ashamed about it. Oh, one story, two for joy. I just saw 2 magpies. I'm already flip-flopping from topic to topic, but yes, I've just dropped my daughter off at nursery and heading back to the new house now. We have a busy day today. We have sofas being delivered. We have a handyman in doing a lot of things that are quite transformative and really helpful in terms of organisation. So I thought it was the perfect moment for me to start this week's video. I would have liked to have done it at the house on my actual camera. I'm filming right now from my phone, so the quality won't be as good, but I also thought, I know as soon as I get back it's going to be chaos, so no time like the present to say hello, say good morning. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Whatever made you click on this video, whether it was the algorithm or if it was because you were already subscribed, either way, thank you so much and welcome. This video is going to be quite satisfying because I think the house is going to finally come together now that the packing has really started to make progress. So yeah, I'm gonna get home and make a hot chocolate and we'll go from there. It's a few days later since I last picked up the camera, and I think that was on the sofa arrived. So I'm going to show you that all in situ. Gosh, why do the dogs, as soon as I start talking to the camera, stop play fighting? Like vigorously and loudly. Can you come here, please? Some of us are trying to talk. Riley here. Riley, what's this? 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 It is really hot today, to the point where you always know it's too hot because I'll take my watch off. Like, I just can't, I get really claustrophobic when I'm hot. I think I'm not the only one. I think that's very normal. But also the dogs are just walking around panting the entire time. I think we're all coming to the conclusion that air conditioning needs to be on our Christmas lists this year. Summers are just hot now. And I also think we should just stop pretending, oh, we have another heat wave, we have another heat wave. Like, we just simply have hot summers now. Someone's pissed off global warming. It's an eternal vengeance. Summers are just simply a bit spicy or very spicy. We don't have cool summers. Like, that whole moan about, oh, it's raining in England again. Sorry, know that reputation has completely changed in my book. I love autumn. If you're new here, autumn is my favourite season, but especially since having a child, because I think the heat is so much more stressful when you have a child, because obviously you're constantly trying to make sure they're cool. Your child, your baby, overheating is one of the most terrifying concepts, obviously, for anyone to overheat, but for your little one, especially when they are so tiny that they can't fully articulate if they are too hot or if they're comfortable or not, and you're just kind of guessing the whole time, it makes summer really stressful, because every single day is just a mission to keep your child happy and calm, not to mention obviously not sleeping in the night when you're hot, which of course is the exact same for adults, but for kids it is a lot worse, because once they're up, they're up. So, or at least in my experience. I'm just putting on some makeup now. In fact, I need to move you because I actually can't see myself and what I'm doing. I don't fancy looking like a clown today. It's so funny. I saw on Instagram yesterday and it honestly made me howl, like embarrassingly loudly. It was actually a meme and it was like, do I want to dress like a girl today or Adam Sandler? That is not me every single day of my life. Like, look at me. Who am I? Who am I other than Adam Sandler pretty much every day? And I always have good intentions. Always have good intentions to look really cute and have my hair all perfect, but I just CBA and I hate that term, but I CBA simply. I honestly just always find things that are more important to spend my time doing. I also just go for comfort every single day. I think I also just really went so wild when I was a teenager with bodycon dresses and the like, that I just want to cover up now. Like, my body needs to retreat for a lifetime. I truly left not much to the imagination on nights out when I was a free and wild teenager. Actually, I really wasn't that wild at all, but I just went out a lot, and therefore nowadays I'm like, give me a baggy t-shirt and some Levi 501s. That is all we're good for. Happily, contently, that is all we're good for. Today I really want to give you a bit of a tour of the new house, but I also want it to be somewhat presentable, because I feel like there's two ways you can do this. Either you give a empty house tour or you give a finished house tour, and what I don't want to do is come in as an in-betweener and give you all a fright basically, because it isn't looking perfect yet. It's definitely going to in no time at all. But an example is the washing machine has a issue with one of the parts of the appliance. So it's an appliance problem. So it's the actual company that make the washing machine who need to order the new part and fix it. So they've done that, but therefore it's been a week without a washing machine. And oh my goodness me. For a family who shamelessly does at least one wash a day, this is becoming quite traumatic at this stage, and I need to dedicate time to actually going to the laundrette. My amazing mum was here last weekend helping us do the move, and knowing what was happening with the washing machine, she took a load of our washing back to their house up north to obviously bring back this weekend, because she's coming back this weekend because we need to sort the fence out, and they are kindly funding that because it's not cheap. Fencing is one of those dark horses that you think is just a really casual addition to your house or garden, but actually it is so pricey, like eye-wateringly so, especially if you want something that's going to last the seasons. Like, we can easily bang something up now for the summer, but I've seen so many foxes and cats already, and my dogs are just walking under the fence that's already here. So they are really just having an absolute lol, thinking at us, pretending that we have a perimeter or a barrier space to keep them in. So yeah, we need to implement some real boundary lines and fences. Hey look, this is a bit girly. Wax the blusher on there, and then we might look like female today. Well, that's a lot of blush. That's a lot of blush. We're getting a bit Madison Beer there. I mean, one can only dream, but she's one of those absolute queens that wears so much blush and just seems to totally pull it off.
Actually, that's not bad. With blush, once you just keep rubbing in, keep rubbing in, keep rubbing in, it can often work. Anyway, so yes, I wanted to give you guys a house tour, but because the dishwasher not working, Whiskey is very keen to showcase all of our quite literal bras, knickers, overgarments too, don't get me wrong. So she's pulling everything out of the bag, and yeah, anyway, basically she's just helping us out like it's pick and mix, and leaving pants all over the house. So I need to just get a certain level of control over the washing and that kind of mess before I go around with a camera exploiting us on YouTube. Speaking of exploiting on YouTube, I actually have some really weird news, and I don't know if I should talk about this, but also I think it is still remaining as a cautionary tale. I did a video a while ago talking about a tenancy that we were in at the beginning of the year. If you've been with me since the beginning of the year at least, then you'll know exactly what I mean, because it was quite heavily impacting my emotion and mental health, and it still is, to be completely honest with you, and don't say that lightly. I don't ever flippantly talk about mental health because people in my family have had struggles, I've had struggles. So the house that we were renting at the beginning of the year, I will link the video below or put it on the screen here to kind of catch you up on what happened there. I basically tried to make it into a home, because I've been told, if there's one thing I've learnt this year, is that wording is do or die. I have been told that when you rent a property, it's legally your home for the time that you rent it for. So therefore, you can act as such as long as you return it in the exact same condition you received it, you rented it. So I did so. I experimented with a bit of paneling. I did the tiniest dot of adhesive for that process. I didn't go all out. It was easy to flip off, hence me flipping it back off 1 or 2 weeks later. I put photos up on the wall and some shelves. I really just tried to respectfully make it ours for the time that we were there for. Not to mention, when I went round to view the house originally, the lovely estate agent, that I was told that the owners were just waiting on citizenship elsewhere, and then they were going to sell the house. So I said, great, our house has just fallen through, like ultimately we want to buy. Please can you let me know when that happens. And actually we even submitted an offer, so we were effectively having that kind of communication. I personally, if I was renting out a property, as long as my tenant wasn't obviously knocking through walls and building an extension, hypothetically speaking about what you would do if you own the property and being creative within a certain boundary line, I think should be applauded, especially in this day and age. Like, why are so many people still trying to dull and dim each other down? I don't know. I also think there is still such a generation gap between certain members of, like, my parents' generation. I'm not saying my parents, but my parents' generation, thinking that YouTube is so much more intense than it is. Like, it's become so casual to share and to talk about your feelings and to share your life and the inside of your home. Like, that's become very normal, and whether that's right or wrong, I clearly love sharing. I've said before that this community that I'm building on YouTube, like my little corner of YouTube, I honestly feel wholeheartedly like it's just me building a friendship group, building a really lovely circle. I feel like there's definitely two mindsets that you can have. I think when you start something like a YouTube channel, mine is definitely the little girl who didn't have that much success in creating friendship circles. I didn't have that many friends growing up. That is kind of me. For anyone in the world to make you feel bad about that and make you feel like you're doing something disgracefully wrong, just don't let anyone make you feel like that, basically. Yeah, that tenancy, unfortunately, we're finally out of the tenancy, but the discussions and the threats and the kind of unpleasantness is ongoing, and it's actually taking a bit of a turn. I'm hoping that we can rein it back in, but it's taking another turn that is just, quite frankly, a waste of everyone's time and bringing more negativity onto this earth, which I think is totally unnecessary. If you knew exactly what was going on with that tenancy and the people involved, and then you turned on the news and you saw what was going on in the world, you would probably actually not even laugh, you would cry. You'd be like, why? Like, just be happy, just chill, be happy, be positive, live your life, love, literally live, laugh, love. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, it be like that. That's probably where I should end the conversation on that update. Pressure it's put on my little family, like it's really caused issues between me and my husband twice, very serious issues. I wonder if people in this day and age are self-aware enough to know the impact that they can have on someone's mental health by just simply assuming the worst of that person, if that makes sense. I am huge on onward and upward. You can only change the future. I am in a house that I'm totally in love with, that suits my daughter so well, and it feels like a safe and beautiful home to grow and thrive individually and as a little family. That is where I'm going to keep my mindset, and that the only place where growth is going to come from, not from looking back. It's a hard one. It's a hard one to switch this up completely because something's just popped in my mind that I'm so excited to show you. First of all, let me just do some... Oh, this may or may not be my first autumn decor purchase. I got quite a few autumn purchases last year because my daughter's birthday is on literally right before Halloween. So we did a Halloween themed party, and although I prefer the pumpkin side of autumn decor as opposed to the skeleton side, I did get a mix of the two for her party, and therefore there's a lot that I've saved that I can use for just general decor each year, which I'm thrilled about. I love it when a purchase has multiple purposes. I recently downloaded the HomeSense TK Maxx app on my phone, and let me tell you, I need to delete the thing as quick as I downloaded it. My little like wish list on there is so granular that I don't even know where to begin. How beautiful can a throw get? It is a gorgeous kind of seersucker fabric, so cozy and effortless and beautiful. I really honestly can't say enough good things about it. I love the beigey vanilla base colour. I love the chocolate brown. I love the Toit de Jouy pumpkin bird situation. It is stunning. It is absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to cozy up with this on an autumn evening with a massive mug of hot chocolate and watch Harry Potter. It can't come soon enough, I'm so sorry. The urge to just simply wear sweatshirts and boots is getting greater by the day. Anyway, so that's my first autumn purchase, which I'm thrilled with, but I do need to keep it away from me. Honestly, it's something that I would grab in the night and just cozy up and make no apologies for it. But I can't allow that to happen yet. I'm actually just waiting for a piece of artwork. When I say a piece of artwork, I've like designed it online with AI, and then I've had it printed by Photo Box, I think it's called, on canvas, and I need to get the canvas frame, but that's a job for another week. The canvas is arriving today. Once it's here, I think we absolutely just simply have to go to HomeSense. I know I've just shown you something that I've ordered online, but this isn't just for a simple browse. I have things that I need to find and I need to get. I also need to go to Dunelm, and I need to go to B&Q, and I also need to do a food shop. So I thought we could just do all of these things together, and I could just take you with me today. I say today, it's nearly 3 o'clock, so I've actually only got an hour left. But nevertheless, lots to do, and it's the perfect opportunity to show you guys the kind of vibe I'm going for in this house. And then either at the end of this video or next video, I will give you a proper tour, I promise. This is the chaos of today. We've got more going on here, and we've got Louis in the garden trying to sort out some kind of fencing situation. Today is a chaotic day, and quite frankly, I actually don't even know what day it is. I think it's Friday. But I've got some really exciting interior bits from Matilda Gold, which those of you who've been here for a long time, for some reason I speak about this brand like a fangirl. And I've always said, when I own a house, I'm gonna invest in some of their bits and bobs, and therefore I blum and have. So I'm excited to put up some of their items throughout the next couple of days. I'll show you two things that have gone up that are Matilda Gold. One item is this beautiful clover hook. This one as well, although it's, yeah, God bless them, Louis has put it up on an angle which is going to do my head in. Obviously deeply appreciate his help, but yeah, that's going to do my head in, so I need to get him to change that. I've also been doing my ceiling ladder. Once again, if you know, you know. If you've been here for a few months, you will remember my love for a decorative ceiling ladder in the kitchen. Obviously you can hang pans and stuff from it, but I love it because you can decorate it seasonally. So Easter, these, you can hang all of these. Obviously at Christmas time, that speaks for itself. And autumn, it's just, I think it's just a really fun thing to do, to bring an extra kind of dimension of decorative space. And I also got this for Etta and set up today. It's one of those things that the algorithm harasses me with, and I've always thought that looks great and Etta would love it, but is it actually going to stick on the wall? Is it going to encourage her to then paint all over the wall, which it has, to be fair, but not too much. And actually she's old enough now for me to say no, just keep it on the pink and that's it. But this is great. I'll link it below because it's really good quality and so much fun. It's like a magnet and a chalkboard. Apparently now it's a painting. Oh, and also this has gone up. This is a lifelong dream. Some people's lifelong dreams is to be on a yacht, is to have £1 million in the bank. No, mine is to have a Hessian rope banister. Like, can we just have a moment for this? I find that normal banisters like this aren't at a height that is toddler friendly. I mean, obviously they're meant to be for an average adult, and that's the building regulations, but nevertheless I wanted to basically do a kids banister. So that's on the top stairs as well, and then going to be on this stairs too. But yeah, lots to show you. I'm kind of showing you little sneak peeks and little Easter egging the house right now, but I'll give you a tour in the morning. Okay, we are at the garden centre. It's one I've never been to before. I don't know if it's a chain, but it's called Charlie's. It kind of feels like it would be a chain, but it is absolutely amazing. It's like a mix of a garden centre, B&Q. It's just absolutely fabulous. So the goal of the day is hydrangeas, but isn't it always? And light bits to make the garden even more fun. Oh my gosh, I've just found a cap with a unicorn on. I think she needs to have that. I have actually run out of time because I need to get this video finished and uploaded in 3 hours. So the house tour will have to be in the next video. So I will see you then. Bye!